Hello Driver Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera, and today we're going to take a look at the 2019 Ford F-150 Raptor. Absolute fantastic car. I'm just going to start out with that. We're in the middle of the field here. Normally we're on the pavement, but this is where this vehicle honestly feels at home. It doesn't quite feel at home on the street, so that's why we're here in the middle of the field. A tiny bit of four-wheeling, honestly very little that this vehicle can't handle. But with that being said, well, let's just jump right in and we'll do a quick review here. I don't have pricing on my Monroney here. I apologize. I'm going to kind of go off of Ford's website and a few other options there. This color is Velocity Blue. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't tell you how many comments on it. You've obviously got that notorious Ford, that Raptor grille in the front of it. It's mean, it's nasty. You've got these beautiful, I believe it's the BF Goodrich, the tires on here, Walt. Yep, they are just meaty tires. Overall, a meaty look to it. I'm gonna keep saying meaty because this car's fantastic. You've got your venting back here for your brakes and stuff. You've got the signature Ford keypad there on the side for unlocking it. This is the Super Crew, so you get 4 full-size doors, 2 and 2 rather than 2 plus and a half, we call it. I'm gonna open it up. You're gonna see the Raptor interior on this vehicle. You've got automatic rain sensing wipers, automatic headlights. You've got a lot of blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert. You've got, what else do you have on here? You've got adaptive cruise control. You've got, what do they call it? Basically, you've got trail control, which is essentially adaptive cruise control for the off-road. You can see the Raptor on the infotainment system, which is really just the Ford Sync 3 system. Works really, really well. What else here? You've got heated and ventilated seats up front, heated steering wheel, beautiful interior in our opinion. I love the suede kind of that they've put onto the seats here. The beautiful sunroof, Walt, I appreciate you showing it, and as viewers know, Walt's favorite part of any vehicle we do is a sunroof, especially on this vehicle. It's the only, or not the only anymore, but Ford was one of the first to introduce that full-length sunroof there. Walt, I am going to open the back so people can see. We did leave up the far seat so you can see kind of how they've done this rear area, the rear seats in terms of the 60/40. You've got heated outboard seats, USB power ports, as well as a plug-in outlet back there, which is really, really nice. What's underneath the hood? That's what most people ask. No longer do they have the V8, the big old Raptor V8 that was specifically tuned for this vehicle. They've now got a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 that's essentially called their high output V6, which basically means they've just got the same, twin turbo EcoBoost that they're putting in a lot of their other vehicles. They've just tuned it up to give you 450 horsepower and I don't know how much feet of torque, but a lot. That's all I can say. Works really, really well. You've got the soft close down here, which works really, really well. You do have the Ford assist gate. We won't pull that down, or assist for the tailgate, which is nice. You've got bed lighting, the spray-in Ford bed liner, which works really, really great. You've got tie downs. This is what comes standard, the short 5.5 foot bed, but with the Crew, basically with the Super Crew version, this truck is long. I will say that it fits into my 3-car garage just barely, and it's a little bit shorter of a 3-car garage, but it fits, again, just a little bit. You do have these Raptor sideboards here, which works really, really great. I love those. One thing that's new for 2019 is the electronically controlled shock absorbers. The best way to know how to describe that is this. If you're driving on pavement, not quite luxurious, not quite like you're driving a Platinum or anything like that from Ford, but decent enough to where this vehicle is made for the off-road. But when you're on the pavement, it feels like you're on the pavement. But when you get off-road, they've got a lot of different selectable options. You can do a lot of different things with this vehicle. The EPA rating's 15 miles per gallon. I don't have anything official on my Monroney here. We've been able to average right around 16 or so there. Price range, they started around 51 to 54,000. They're all standard 4-wheel drive, of course, and you can get this thing honestly equipped into the high 60s, even in the 70s, depending on how you get it on this vehicle. What can we say about it? The twin turbos work fantastic up here at our elevation. This is an absolute blast to drive, and other manufacturers are going to hate this. This is a hard vehicle to compare. The reason being is the other vehicles that are on the market are a smaller truck than this. This is a full half-ton pickup, where some of the other more off-road suited vehicles on, and I know there's another, I'll be honest, the Ram Rebel is the most similarly compared, but it's hard to compare the 450 horsepower twin turbo that's in this bad boy. So love this vehicle. There's definitely competition, so I encourage you to check out this Ford at your local dealer, test drive it, get your buddies in it, because probably not putting too many family members in it, but get your buddies in it, head to your local dealer, and when you do that, let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.